What if I told you that every single element inside a casino, from the carpet design to the oxygen levels in the air, was engineered by psychologists to extract money from your brain? And I don't mean through games of chance. I mean they're literally manipulating your neurochemistry to make you lose track of time, spend money you didn't plan to spend, and keep coming back even after you've lost everything. The worst part? You won't even realize it's happening. This is casino psychology. And once you see it, you'll understand why some of the world's wealthiest people are casino owners, and why they're not gambling. They're scientists. Let's start with something you've probably noticed but never really thought about. There are no clocks in casinos. This isn't an accident. When you walk into a casino, they systematically eliminate every external time cue. The lighting is artificial and consistent 24 hours a day. There are no windows, no clocks, no natural rhythms. This disconnects you from temporal reality. When you can't track time, your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain that makes rational decisions, actually starts to shut down. You're trapped in what neuroscientists call a temporal vacuum, perpetually in the moment. And when you're stuck in the present with no sense of past or future, you're incredibly vulnerable to impulsive decision-making. But the manipulation doesn't stop there. Walk deeper into the casino, and the layout is deliberately confusing. Slots arranged in a labyrinth, the exit hidden. To leave, you navigate through rows of machines, restaurants, bars, more gambling. This is called the maze effect. When your brain navigates a complex environment, your working memory becomes overloaded. And when your working memory is overloaded, your impulse control evaporates. You're less likely to stick to your budget, less likely to think rationally about odds, less likely to leave. Your brain is too busy figuring out where you are to make good decisions about money. The most profitable casinos are the ones that are hardest to navigate. This is intentional architecture designed to hijack your cognitive capacity. Now let's talk about something darker, dopamine. You've probably heard that when you win, dopamine makes you feel good. But here's what casinos actually understand. Dopamine isn't released when you win. It's released when you're anticipating a win. Your brain rewards prediction errors. When you pull a slot machine lever, your brain makes a prediction. Then when the result comes in, your brain compares prediction to outcome. If there's a difference, especially a positive one, dopamine floods your system. So what do casinos do? They engineer near misses. 2 matching symbols appear, but not 3. You get really close. Your brain predicts, I'm about to win big, but then nothing. No win. Here's the trick. Near misses trigger dopamine release just like actual wins do. Sometimes even more, because the prediction error is enormous. You thought you'd win. You didn't. Your brain floods with dopamine processing that surprise. Losses followed by near misses are more addictive than wins. You're chasing the dopamine hit of almost winning, not actually winning. And casinos have calibrated their machines to deliver near misses at precisely the frequency that maximizes addiction. It's science. It's calculated. It's predatory. But the manipulation doesn't stop at the machines. Let's talk about the casino floor itself. The sensory experience is deliberately overwhelming. Bright lights, constant noise, bells, chimes, coins dropping, people cheering. Cigarette smoke mixed with expensive air freshener. Thick carpet, constant movement. This sensory overload activates your limbic system, the emotional, instinctive part of your brain, while dampening your prefrontal cortex, the rational part. When your brain is bombarded with sensory input, you don't think. You feel. And those feelings are carefully curated. The environment is designed to make you feel excited, hopeful, invincible. Casinos use continuous variable reward scheduling, delivering unpredictable rewards at unpredictable intervals. This is the most addictive reinforcement schedule known to neuroscience. More addictive than consistent rewards. More addictive than occasional rewards. It's the same principle used to train animals in labs. The same principle that makes social media addictive. And it's weaponized inside every casino on Earth. Now here's where it gets really sinister. The alcohol. Casinos don't just serve alcohol. They engineer its availability. Drinks are free if you're gambling, pushed constantly by attractive servers. high alcohol and sweetened so you don't realize how much you're drinking. Served in oversized glasses you can't see the bottom of. This is about neurochemistry. Alcohol dampens your prefrontal cortex. It impairs judgment, risk assessment, math. But it also increases confidence and impulsivity. You're making worse decisions while feeling more confident about them. Casinos want you drunk. Not sloppy drunk. Just drunk enough that your rational brain is offline and your emotional, impulsive brain is running the show. But here's the final thing you need to know. None of this is illegal. It's not even secret. Casinos employ teams of psychologists, neuroscientists, and behavioral economists. They openly discuss how they're manipulating human behavior. And they do it because it works. Because your brain is fundamentally hackable. Because the neurochemical pathways that keep you alive in the wild can be exploited in ways evolution never prepared you for. Your brain evolved to detect near misses with predators. That instinct is now weaponized to make you chase losing slot machines. Your brain evolved to seek status in your tribe. That instinct is weaponized to make you spend money to feel like a high roller. Your brain evolved to be social. That's weaponized through the sights and sounds of other people celebrating. You're operating with a brain built for the savannah. Walking into an environment designed by people who understand exactly how that brain works. The house doesn't win because they're smarter. They win because they've weaponized your own neurology against you. They've studied how your brain works. They've engineered an environment that hijacks your decision-making. They've turned your instincts into their profit. And here's what should terrify you. This exact psychology is being used everywhere. Not just casinos, shopping malls, social media, video games, apps designed to keep you scrolling. Every sophisticated organization that wants your money or attention has studied casino psychology. Because casinos are the most refined laboratories for understanding how to manipulate human behavior. You can't win against your own brain. But if you understand how it's being hijacked, maybe you can at least see it coming. And maybe that's enough to stay away.